The mist calls to you. Your sanity wavers. Things are not as they seem. Trust no one. Will you return the same?
Notoriously Poor Choices is an adult RPG playthrough podcast that may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, everybody, to N.P.C, your now online favorite local play podcast. My name is Colton, and I play Quinter Stonebottle, your favorite little guy of a druid monk. You mother.
And I'm Eric. And I'm playing Ferdinand, the Hexblood Goblin Rogue.
And I'm Cameron, and I'm playing Barnabas Blackcroft, the Human Warlock.
And I'm Brittany, I'm playing Gertie, a Goblin Thief Rogue.
I'm Steven, and I'm playing Oakley Dokley, the Rogue Spy.
And I am your host, your dungeon mistress, your weaver of lore, your teller of tales, Biz. In last session, we had lots of fun, didn't we?
I don't think I count emotional damage as fun.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, base jumping into a coffin is not my ideal Saturday evening, but here we are.
It was last time.
I mean, it's a pretty typical Saturday evening for myself.
Last time you guys basically came face to face with Jack and the lady of the manor. You had some weird interdimensional space weirdness travel as you kind of pieced together the mirror finally and went inside. You fought a thing. You're not sure what the thing was. You just know it fucked shit up.
Fought is a very generous
Very loose term for what we
That's
did.
fine.
I mean, there was a T-Rex involved. I think we fought
that's
it.
true.
There was a T-Rex
That's
involved.
true.
There was some sad times that also were had, though. You guys managed to destroy the mirror in the mirror and escape the pocket dimension you were in. And wake up to your parents. So, Ferdinand, you open your eyes, and as your vision becomes unblurry, you see the soft white glow of a very pale yellow room. By your bedside, you see 3 chairs. One of them is facing you. One of them is facing a bed next to you. And one is in the middle with a hand on each bed. You see a very fat cat just kneading the blanket over and over, sitting in the chair. And a familiar hand holding your hand. You see a tall, elven woman holding a clipboard, going over some notes on the clipboard and putting it back down. You hear some hush whispers, some thoughts that are said aloud, and some soft sobs. The rustling of bedding being changed, food trays being think about as they're moved from one area to the next. There's a teddy bear leg in the crux of your other arm that's not being held. How much longer do we have to? When will we know? What do you do?
You said the hand is familiar?
Mhm.
Do I know who it is?
You look over and you see Fanny.
Who's she talking to?
She's not talking to anyone right now. She's just kind of got her head down, like she's fallen asleep with her chin on her chest, just holding your hand, and her arm reaches across to another bed.
So Who's whispering those things?
You haven't put eyes on them yet?
I can't see them.
Mm-mm.
Can I sneak under the bed and hide?
You go to sit up and you feel a sharp pain in your shoulder.
Ooh.
It's now that as you look down towards yourself, your shoulder is wrapped in bandages. You see one of your legs is elevated from being broken.
What do I remember? Do I remember being conscious in the mirror, or do I remember?
You remember everything from the mirror.
Do I remember anything that's not from the mists?
Not currently.
Okay. I poke Danny's hand until she wakes up.
You poke her hand, and she kind of jerks abruptly, and darts.
I hold a finger up to my lips, like shh.
Darts her head back and forth, and then sees you. And she looks at you, curious. My dear Ferdinand, you don't remember, do you?
Remember what exactly? The mirror?
What mirror?
Is this an illusion?
No, she's there.
No, I mean everything.
What do you mean, everything?
Am I in a dream?
How are you going to make everything an illusion and then ask us, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I would like to. I want to know if I'm under a magical effect right now.
I mean, you are under magical
It's a
effects,
gaslight.
but not an illusionary one.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't remember.
I guess not.
Well, you are the first of the lot of you to be awake. And I need to let Thistle know this. How much pain are you in?
On a scale of 1 to 6? A 1.
1 being no pain?
I'm not sure yet.
Very well.
So what happened?
Let me double check with Thistle on how much information I can give you in a short amount of time.
Did our memories get fucked up again?
That's one way to say it, but I don't know what you mean again. What are you talking about?
Ferdinand starts shaking his head like no. Like this does not make sense.
Mm-hmm. Oakley. Oakley. That is your name. You awake to the same light and shade of room. What you see differently is there are white sheets on either side of you and a single chair. You see
White sheets, like those divider sheets. I'm imagining like a cloth set up for an infirmary.
Yes.
Okay.
You see sitting in the chair by your bedside, not necessarily a hand touching your like bed or holding your hand, just someone who has fallen asleep at the chair. Tessa. Did you say fucking bold?
Yeah. Yes, I did. She got her knife with her this time?
No, her outfit and appearance outwardly looks worn. Fresh scarring and off-duty clothes.
What do you mean by fresh scarring? Is it like where we destroyed her?
No, the scarring, there's like some fresh nicks on her face that are just now starting to have wounds closed. She's got a black eye that seems to be in the stages of healing. Her left arm's in a sling. Looking at your own person, you have bandages going over your right eye.
Did I lose my eyeball?
Not that you can tell, not that you can feel.
That that leads me to believe that I may have still lost my eye.
You're not entirely certain.
I don't know. Be not the worst thing.
You have a couple of your fingers in a stint together. And
Are those all still attached, though?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
And your ankle's wrapped up fairly tightly on your left leg.
Do I notice any internal pains?
Not immediately.
Okay.
Your stomach is growling though.
Are there any needles inside of me? IV drips? Anything like
Not
that?
you can tell.
Rad. As Colton would say. Is there any paperwork nearby?
Not within reach.
When you say not within reach,
You'd have
is
to
it-
get around Tessa to go look at it. It's hanging on.
But it is there?
Yeah.
Cool. What is it, to the right or the left?
To the left. What do you do?
Do I also remember everything?
From the mirror, yes.
Yes. Do I hear anybody talking? Like, are we all in the same large infirmary room?
You're not entirely sure. You hear other voices and other sound.
I think I'll try to move some. Like, move a hand.
You wiggle your hand. You're able to sit up, but very slowly. Your body aches. Your bed creaks ever so slightly.
I'm gonna throw my pillow at Tessa. And get her attention.
Okay. Yeah, you hit her straight on. She goes. She opens her eyes, looks at you. Oakley,
Yes. What are we doing here?
you're really awake.
I don't think I want to be, but yeah.
Oh my goodness. You had me worried, child.
I think that's kind of an understatement. What are we doing here?
Healing.
From?
I'd have to see how much I can tell you.
Why can't you just tell me?
Shock factor.
Okay.
But I'll have to go tell Thistle you're awake.
Can I go with you? Can you guys like wheel me with you to go tell Thistle? I think it might help for her to see my face.
Well, if you're the first one awake, we'd have to wait for the others. She'll want to run some tests on you first. So
I'd like to yell for everybody. I'd like to yell everybody's names, starting with Ferdinand's.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't have the energy to actually yell at the moment.
No, that's fine. Ferdinand, you hear Oakley.
Like, is this a panicked yell? Or just like a getting attention?
The same amount of concern as when you're playing Marco Polo in Target with your friends.
Casual.
Okay. I'll probably look at Danny and be like, well, it looks like Oakley's awake. Polo! I mean, Oakley!
I don't think I'm the first one awake.
I'll go meet with Fanny and figure out if she's told Thistle or if someone in her care just woke up. I'll be right back. Do you need water, food, anything?
No, I think I'm okay. I'd like to wait for her to leave.
Okay.
And then, as silently as possible, I hope I don't fuck it up. I hope my dice don't fuck it up.
Every
would like
concern
to-
ever.
Sneak off the bed, not out of the room, not out of anything, and just see if I can peer behind one of the cloths. And I would like to go to like the back right hand corner and peer out that side.
Okay. Your bed does creak a bit, but no one really immediately comes running. You peek behind a curtain, and you see what you assume is just a whole bunch of halflings. Winter. Pale, yellow, light, white cloth. You wake up.
What do I see in my immediate vicinity?
You see white sheets. You hear the clinking of silverware and food trays being taken out and away and moved around. You hear whispers of other people talking in hushed tones, trying to keep quiet. Soft, faint snores from those around you. You see bandages going across both your shoulders. You feel them wrapped around your torso. You inhale, and it's very shallow breathing because it's pain. You can only assume that your ribs have been broken. You see on your bed your sister curled up by your feet. Your father holding your youngest two siblings, and your mother currently reading in very hushed tones to the older children that are awake.
Has anyone noticed that I've woken up yet?
Not yet.
I think Quinter is just going to play off like he's still asleep.
Okay.
Do I remember the things that happened in the mirror? Yes. Okay. Then I think Quinter is going to play off that he's still asleep because he doesn't trust what he's seeing right now and wants more information.
As you rotate your head just slightly to get more comfortable, you see out of the corner of your eye a spider on a plush pillow with a feeding tube. It looks like there's a limb missing and slight movement, but not a lot.
Can I roll like a medicine or a nature check just to see what kind of state Pierce is in?
You had a disadvantage because you're not moving. She's stable.
Okay.
She's very, very weak.
Yeah.
But she's stable.
On that 21, can I also get an idea of where I'm at?
You...
It's not good.
From what you can gather, it's some sort of makeshift infirmary.
Okay. I mean, like, what my physical condition was.
Yeah, your ribs are definitely
Okay.
broken and healing.
Yeah.
I feel like crunch it like a crunch bar.
Yeah. I feel like Quinter is doing like the...
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
How is my arm? Because that was like magically reattached from tendons. Did that happen? Do I have signs of that happening?
Your arm is in a splint.
Okay.
Complete, straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that math would check.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Quinter's gonna just, seeing that Fierce is stable, then he's just trying to figure out what is going on because nothing that he sees right now makes sense.
That's fine. You do hear Oakley yell out your name.
Does it seem panicked?
Nope, very casual.
Okay.
And then you hear Ferdinand yell back Oakley.
Okay. Does anybody in the room react to that?
Your sister head kind of lifts up. And, Mama, I know, darling. I know. We have to be patient.
Is that my mom's voice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just casually brush over that.
Yeah. Oh no, that's 110%. In for everyone at home, 110%. If Quinter was in any state to do anything, it would have been the full push back up against the bed. Who the fuck are you? Yeah, my family's dead. Very ready to throw hands. But I think Quinter in that moment realizes if anything bad is about to happen, I'm not really in a state to do much about it. So I'm going to have to make the most of whatever moment I get. So he is trying to play off like he's still asleep to, in case things go south, if he only gets one shot, he wants it to be the best shot he can take.
You only get one shot, do not.
Mr. Chance to blow.
This opportunity.
Do I have Mom Spaghetti on my shirt?
No.
Or, Mom Sketty.
Mamma mia.
Quinter is canonically Italian now.
All halflings are Italian. You cannot convince me otherwise. Big families, a lot of food.
I'm not saying this math tracks. Like, it's kind of like how all dwarves are Scottish trope. Like, yeah.
Orcs are Russian.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Gertie.
Yes.
Same visual setup in the room as Ferdinand. Only difference is Ravenna is sitting at your bed with Fanny holding your other hand, or holding your hand with her other hand.
No, Fanny is probably still our mommy.
No, it's more. Are they in this? Are y'all in the same room?
I mean,
Because Fanny was
we
holding his hand.
technically.
Yeah. There was no.
So is Ferdinand
Curtain
on the
separating.
other side?
okay.
There's. You look. If you turn your head to look, Ferdinand is in the other bed.
Okay.
No, that's why I was like, this is a clue. This is a clue that this isn't real.
False. Down.
Deception.
No, but there are the white curtains on the other side of your guys' bed. There's just not one in the middle dividing you two, since you're a family.
Is he awake?
Yeah, at this point he's talking with Fanny. They're in the middle of the conversation that he had earlier.
Okay. Hey, Ferdy, what's going on?
Wow.
You didn't see me?
I was busy waking up. I don't know what's happening.
I'm just clueless. Fanny, what's going on?
They're both awake. And Oakley's awake.
Where's everyone else?
Oakley somewhere around here. I heard her.
You're all in this room. Let me wait here and I'll get Thistle.
That's all.
True to nature. Gertie, your injuries are a bit different. You are just covered in bruises and stitches from slashing.
Makes sense.
Thistle does not come to your room. Instead, you see Tessa. She approaches the grannies and she's like, "Oh, I see both of you are awake. I didn't think this day would come. I'll get Thistle and we'll get.
How long have we been asleep?
Let me get Thistle before we discuss."
How many moons are there? I hear that as a predominant question among my friends.
There's one.
Are there any mirrors in my infirmary room?
So many questions.
Yep.
I had the bad mirror, correct?
Yeah.
That we put the piece into?
Yep.
Do I still have that on my person?
Nope.
Okay.
It's probably better that way.
I mean, makes sense, but I wanted to check. Okay. What do I have on my person? Everything else?
You're in pajamas.
Okay.
You have any other questions?
What's this
I'm gonna
shit?
hold those just for right now.
Are we in pajamas?
Yeah.
Are they matching?
Yeah. Except one's a girl color, the other one's a boy color, so you're like in red.
Are they like
You're in, like-
childhood pajamas? Like the pajamas we would have if we were still staying with Fanny?
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me they've got the butt flaps.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
have butt flaps.
Barnabas.
Yeah.
Same setup. The only difference is you are in a 4-post bed. There are the white dividing sheets on either side. You do have your mother sitting in a chair next to you. Jack is standing, looking out the window, and Fox is pacing.
I've woken up.
You're welcome.
For clarification,
Mm-hmm.
his actual mother, not Ravenna.
Correct.
I'm
Okay.
stressed.
Yeah,
the fuck
Ravenna
out.
Lady of the manor.
The lady of the
Stressed
manor.
the fuck out.
I'm trying to catch her, okay? So everything that's halfway close, I'm going to ask about.
I should have taken keen mind.
Yeah. What was she drinking, Biz?
So
That's too far away.
you said that my father's looking out the window.
Yes.
Can I see anything out the window?
You see the cemetery.
Okay. Father,
Startled by your voice, Jack turns. Your mother looks up, and Fox stops pacing and looks over. Barnabas, you're awake. Oh, thank the gods. And he comes over to your side and starts hugging you very gingerly. Like, you feel bandaging on your chest, and it's damp, like it's having to be changed. We thought we lost you. What do you remember? Do
do I remember everything that happened in the mist and the mirror?
yes.
Did we do it?
What do you mean, do it? What were you trying to do, my son?
Did we escape the mist? Did we fix it?
What mist? Fix what? What are you talking about?
How long have we been asleep for?
Child. Oh, far longer than I wish you were. What do you remember?
It's a very, very long story.
At this point, you hear Oakley yell out.
Are all of my friends here? Oakley, Ferdinand, Gertie, and Quinner.
Yes, you were all found together. We brought you here because this is the closest location. Everyone's been worried sick. Everyone that we considered family. We all brought you here. We've been non-stop around the care from Thistle and Eternal. It's been non-stop. The Wares have been worried sick. Izzy, all of them. Sarah. Isolde blames herself for what happened. You're only trying to celebrate your birthday.
If I look down at my body, is there anything out of the ordinary apart from injuries?
What are you looking for specifically?
I don't know, stuff like how tall am I?
Am I 5?
Am I 5?
Do I still have my dick?
Do I have to do
I do want to know that.
You are not 5.
Okay.
You're 7.
You're 10.
You're 6.
You
We celebrate your
are
birthday.
13.
Oh, shit.
A rough year.
That is rough.
And where'd you start?
Wait, what?
How old were you before?
0, I think.
I mean, the numbers go. I was. Are you talking about like my adult age? He was like 29.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Before I woke up, I was an adult.
Before you woke up, you were not an adult.
I've lived 29 years. I guess if it's my birthday today, I guess it's 30.
It's not your birthday today.
Oh my God, he's 13 going on 30.
Wow.
Wow.
Except the fairy
But the
dust
other way.
in this
Except,
case
yeah,
was
I'm
the
30
teddy bear.
going
Going on 13. That movie's way more problematic.
No, you were turning 10.
Wait, I thought you just said I was 13.
You were turning 10 on your birthday.
Oh.
It's been out 3 years and this shit hasn't healed yet?
Can I move my arms?
Yeah, you can move your arms. It pulls
we've been asleep 3 years and we're still
on the injury just a bit.
I just, enough to, move my hand up my forearm.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if I try and cast prestidigitation and make a little spark of light?
Nothing happens.
I think something really bad happened, but I think it's over.
But something very bad happened. Let us, Fox, go get Thistle and Eternal and see where the other children are at waking up.
Fox, it's good to see you.
Yes.
Good to see you too.
I'm over here listening because I'm like,
That's what I was about to ask. Who? Run that back. Who's Eternal?
Eternal.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
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 Who is that?
It's the name on the tin, I think.
It says right here, Eternal.
Kind of a mediocre Marvel movie, but it's not bad.
It was not good.
No, Eternal was
Mediocre.
Yeah.
to recall your history.
Uh-huh.
The boat.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Boat that we took to Dementlu?
Yep.
Uh-huh. The Chiron Farrier of the Dead motherfucker, yeah.
Okay, we don't know that he was a carrier of the dead, but
All right. Fox looks at you, Barnabas, and just, I'm glad you're awake. It's been long.
I just nod my head.
He nods and wanders off.
So are we all 16 years younger?
You are all 16 years younger, except for you are 16 years younger in the sense of your race,
Not in our mind.
not in your mind.
so we are mentally a knowledged adult who has had experienced life,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, we is a wee little lad.
Quitter, you hear around you like the hustle and bustle of nurses running around, and dividers being taken down. Ferdinand and Gertie, you're put into wheelchairs and wheeled over to Barnabas's bed with the grannies sitting there. Oakley, you are also put in a wheelchair wheeled over by Barnabas's bed. Thistle approaches your family. Has he not woken? And they shake their head. I can keep casting the spells, but if he doesn't wake soon, as hard as it would be to say, he may not be on this plane.
Who is it?
Where?
I'm assuming since he's talking to them, they're all looking away, right?
Yeah. You do have one sibling on the bed, though.
Right. Can I attempt to wild shape?
What are you trying to wild shape into?
Just a little spider.
How little we talk?
Very little.
You go to try, and there's a sharp pain in your ribs.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
which causes you to make noise.
Yeah. That also makes complete and honest sense.
Your sister kind of turns her head. Quinner?
I guess the cat's out of the bag, huh?
Quinner. And you watch her go to.
No.
She's like, I know.
Gentle hugs are perfectly fine.
And she just leans over and like brushes your bleach blonde hair out of your face.
I rolled insight on her.
Yeah. How are you having her check? Like I know what you're looking for, but how are you prodding for that information?
I think I'm looking to see if she is having the same skepticisms that I was.
No.
Okay. Okay, well, that doesn't get me anywhere then, because either she doesn't remember anything, or she does remember, and it's all still fine. Which still puts me exactly where I was.
Yep.
Fantastic. All right.
All of these squares make a circle.
Squares make a circle. Okay.
With this, there is the hustle and bustle to put gingerly place you in, not necessarily a wheelchair, but kind of like a rolling bed.
A gurney.
Not yes, but one of those really extravagant wheelchairs where it can kind of like sit up and he'd be sitting upright, but also like lean back.
So like the thing that the boy is in Secret Garden.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. And you are brought over with the others. All of these families in tow. You see Isolde and Sarah and Hermos. You also see Delilah and Kermit, Charlotte. You see the Wares, Luca and Izzy. You see Matilda and Thimbletongue, her bird. You see, as some of the nurses running around, the Silver family orcs, just tending to miscellaneous makings. And Eternal walks over to Thistle. Very old elven man, very frail, almost skeleton in nature, in dark robes. Place a hand on Thistle's shoulder and looks at all of you. My children, you must consider yourself very, very lucky. The gravity of danger that you put yourselves in, instead of telling the adults of what was happening. We are thankful that you're alive and how valiantly you fought against the impeding forces that were trying to infiltrate the Black Croft family and servants. You,
After waking up, I've gone back to being a servant. It's great.
War
never changes.
So I still work for the Blackcroft family.
Pardon me, say that again.
So Gertie still works for the Blackcroft family.
You're not entirely sure what's about to happen.
Or what did happen.
Or what did happen. You have been in a coma for 3 years. Thistle, the Wares, Luca's family, Isolde, And the circus performers have been working in shifts to take care of you while your families also help. The war between the shifters and the were families of Kotkas.
Sorry.
You're good.
Wow.
No, I heard something different.
We all heard it, but we're adults, and so didn't say anything.
I couldn't.
Wow.
And now we're laughing about it, so now it has to stay in.
Yep. That war.
Wait. Big pause.
Yep.
Big pause.
Yep.
We're all children with adult brains. But Kermit and what's her name are here as still adults. Right?
No.
Is
Kermit a little? Is Kermit a tadpole? Kermit and Delilah are both.
Okay.
Yep.
Does Kermit learn how to play the instruments?
He's
yet?
learning.
He's learning.
He's learning.
Yeah. And Delilah's learning how to write music.
The little kid crushes. Oh. Oh.
Does he?
He does.
Kermit is child with adult brain.
So he knows how to play the lute then. He's not learning. He knows how to play.
Yeah. The thing with okay
You
above
have the knowledge, but not the mechanical
Would have
skills.
Yeah.
learning.
yeah
That's so much
Above-
worse.
That is so much worse.
above table knowledge, Kermit would know up until the point because he woke up first.
Oh,
you see
shit.
just
so
a tear
when
in his eye when everybody else is awake.
Is Norma there?
Norma would be there, but so-
Norma's still older than dirt, so she would
Yeah.
still be basically... She'd be mud at this point.
So Norma and Kermit would have been the first of the group to wake up, and they woke up years before you did.
Norma would have been the first to wake up. She was the first to go. But Norma wouldn't have known absolutely anything outside of the carnival.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, no. Yeah, outside of the carnival.
Yep.
Yep.
My head hurts.
Is just doing the thing where
Yep.
the tables,
Yep.
the tables table, and the chairs.
How the
chair.
turntables.
The strings are being connected.
It all makes sense.
So
Yep.
what is proceeded to be told by you by Eternal is that the Shifter War was just on the brinks of starting. There were spies sent to the carnival to basically kidnap and or infiltrate by Pascal, Lucas,
Mhm. The changeling that you fought.
Changeon,
Yep.
and the evil Sarah.
Okay.
In this battle, the twins died because they were fighting. They were the older siblings, and they were
Did they
hurt.
physically die?
Yes,
Or did they also energetically die?
they physically died,
Mhm.
and they died to the abominations that Pascal had, which is why they were torn asunder.
I hate it when that happens.
What a bummer.
Yeah.
So we fought them too?
Yes.
Physically.
Physically, you fought them. I'm not sure when you sustained the injuries that you did, but Isolde and Charlotte and little Sarah and the rest of the circus act pulled you from the burning big top. It caught fire somehow.
So then were we children entering? When we went into the mist, were we kids? And just didn't know it? Like, were we just a bunch of kids thinking we were some big badass grown-ups going into this? And then, shook-a-boom, we live a lifetime and we wake up here?
Here's the fun fact about head injuries. When you damage your brain in an injury and you go into a comatose state, your body's trying to preserve you. Sometimes when you're in a coma state, you live a second life.
Can I roll an insight check on Eternal?
Yeah.
Some of us just ain't adding up.
He's telling the truth.
Did any of them hurt us? Can I ask them, did any of you guys hurt us?
No, none of them hurt you.
So why are our wounds still fresh?
Yeah, we've been in
I was
coma
wondering
for
that.
Were we
years.
actively fighting them up until... So the mirror breaks, we go through. We are put back into our minds.
I don't think any of that happened.
I think it completely happened because we have sustained injuries that definitely should not have been still here after 3 years.
Whatever you were going through, anytime we thought we were making progress on bringing you back, an injury would magically appear.
So I think everything definitely happened. I think it's a matter of who outside of ourselves and us know what happened.
Brittany, are you okay?
Did
So
Pascal lock us in a mirror? I feel
Whatever
our
magic we
minds were
fought.
locked in another dimension.
or did we accidentally just trip and fall into a fucking loop?
All right, who kicks y'all to get y'all out of this dream state?
Did we have to jump into the freaking pit for it to like wake us?
Or were we in the wrong place in the wrong time?
Through the mirror.
Well, I mean, yes,
Yeah.
but I mean, like, but that led
Was there a mirror
to.
maze in the carnival? Did we go through a fucking mirror maze?
You went through a maze in the carnival.
It wasn't a mirror maze, but it was a spirit maze.
It was a spirit maze.
Ew.
Does it? Wait a
So that's why we had the same coma dream.
I think everything still happened. Everything
Yeah, I
still
still think
happened.
it was
that
in, like,
maze is going to
another
do it to
world.
another person, and
I
they're just
just-
going to live through the same story, but
Hey,
replace.
you want to
their
know
names.
who the biggest villain in your own life is?
Ourselves. If you say it's ourselves,
It was yourselves.
I'm so done. I'm so
When you guys were fighting,
Thanks, y'all, for listening. It's been a fun podcast. We're never coming back. Bye.
when y'all were fighting the entity, several of you had said, "I'm tired of being told what I cannot and can do. Who gives you the right to dictate what I can do?"
God fucking damn it. And Oakley, I didn't know. I'm not good at direction without some direction. I'm not good at direction without context. So I actually was totally like, well, I don't really know. I guess I'll just maybe help the bad guy out. And you took that and you were like, okay. Okay, I see you. And you absolutely took it the exact other way that I thought.
How do all of our dreams collect together? How are we all in the same?
How did we go into a dream inside the dream?
How?
Have you seen the movie Inception?
Yes.
So somewhere.
And let me be very clear. These are character questions. These are.
Somewhere in existence, there's an Oakley that went through that.
it was you.
It was you.
It was your brain.
No, this doesn't
Or your
make
spirit.
sense.
So then who is controlling the powers that do so?
What powers?
The ones that were affecting us.
Yeah.
The people we fought. I'm assuming whatever we fought.
Yeah, but we fought them in our
You
brain.
said Isolde took.
But we were only
broken
there.
ribs.
We were only
think
there
they
for
were
3 years. How,
Why does Isolde feel
how is Barnabas
responsible?
30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it happened at her circus.
Whatever we
At
fought
her circus?
Yeah.
In real life.
in real life
Yeah.
put us into a magical coma
Right.
in who knows what environment. right?
Hey, you remember that clown?
I'm never going to the circus.
Which clown?
The
Also-
organ grinder one?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whenever
you
he
remember
backed
that
us
guy?
up.
Yeah.
And
There
don't
was
you
the scene where
remember
we were the two of them
when
in
we
a
fought
hallway?
in the circus? The fire started from underneath the stage.
And we were
Mhm.
under there.
You mean, wait, when I lit it on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was our coma. Trying to make sense of it all.
So who's the organ grinder?
The organ grinder was the clown.
But who's that? Like,
Also, the biggest part
where
of
did
this
they
is
come from? Where did the
missing.
clown come from?
Where did they go?
like sure, that explains Dementlu, and it explains the name I won't say on recording.
Cuck ass.
Yeah. It doesn't explain Dementlu though. None of that stuff is accounted for. Like,
What do you mean?
What do you think you are, child?
one, don't call me child. I'm a full adult. Whatever you say. Second of all,
Well, we're
You're-
from here.
right. But did we just magic the fact that Barnabas's mom was an absolute bitch that turned into red mist and exploded people?
Somebody's
You're telling me
gotta be
our
the bad
collective
guy.
subconscious just made that shit up?
I don't think we made it up. I think that whatever power we were fighting against had the ability to access our vulnerabilities, and that being a mass vulnerability would then in turn become the villain.
But
Oakley's been to
We
therapy.
had to deal with our own fears in order to get out of
Can I?
mine.
Is Aunt Fanny
I was a
wearing like
13-year-old
a
wise
big
beyond my fucking
poofy
years.
dress or anything that I can hide under? Because I would like to hide under her. Whatever, anything. Just hide with her.
Yeah.
Like just grab a tuft of her dress and just hide.
Yep.
That's what I do.
We had to make a decision on whether we were to keep you in separate rooms or not. And every time we tried to pull you away, your injuries from your coma would get worse.
Never split the party.
For whatever reason,
There
keeping
was-
you together made you stronger.
It was about the friends you found before you got there.
So
Not the ones you meet along the way.
if do they know what we remember, or are they
have
clueless to what we
no idea what went on in your brain while you were unconscious.
went through? Okay.
Have they not heard anything from Kermit?
They heard bits from Kermit.
They say crazy shit all the time. Who was I don't know was serious
Yeah,
this
he's a
time?
he's a storyteller. What do
He's
you
a bard. Yeah.
But when Norma and Kermit confirmed like some sort of connection and the circus was investigated, Isol's fiance disappeared.
Did the clown disappear with him? Is this why we're playing clowns
so
next?
she was in the
one?
good mirror.
Was it?
I don't think there is a good or bad one here. I think it is.
Yeah, she was in the good one with the
Can we
sisters.
The sisters who turned into a conglomeration of horrible things.
We
A
went in the bad
manifestation of
mirror.
each one
No,
of
no,
our
the good mirror.
fears. It just manifested each one of our fears.
You okay, Brittany?
She's glaring at me.
Of all the things that we manifested, like when we needed things, why did we manifest ducks? Like of all things, like in so many other things. It's
Because we're children. Because we're
just very
children.
true.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
true.
What else would a group of kids do to appease a massive duck in creating it in their own mind other than bread? I need the bread.
I guess Gertie is just
Is there
like a
anything
really
sharp
drunk
within
child.
reach?
I mean,
You're gonna have some adjusting issues. With
what type of sharp are you looking for?
Stab.
Oh man! Oh no!
There's like a quill.
Kind of explains
That I can reach?
Only
Mhm.
puts water in it.
Quinter grabs it and shoves it in his leg.
It hurts. Roll a d4.
What'd you do that for?
Gertie's been through some things, so she needs her bead.
Oh, what is my HP?
Whatever it was after the fight.
Oh, okay.
So we are level 10.
So we're fine. So I'm
Mhm.
fine. Quinter just grabs the quill and just shoves it as deep as it'll go into his leg.
Your sister looks at you like, what are you doing?
Because this isn't real.
This is real.
No, it's not. It can't be. This has happened before. They've done this to me before. I don't believe it. I'm not believing. I didn't believe it that time. I didn't believe it the second time, especially from you. And I point directly at Fox. And I'm not believing it this time.
She grabs your face. I watched you fall.
I don't remember that.
I know.
What I do remember, I don't remember this life. I remember that one. And I point back towards the bed. You're going to tell me that all of that I did all of that to myself? That we went through everything we went through because of ourselves. That's what we did? That's not an answer. That's not, this can't be real. Quinter's like just crying.
Trauma does things. Do you know how many night terrors I still have?
You know how many
I don't think this compares to night terrors.
That was the
died.
worst.
My
night
arm
terror.
was ripped off.
And I saw it happen.
If she saw it happen and it happened,
Did it happen in real life too when we fought the thingamajig?
you had the choice to leave a hospital room while we sat here in the hospital room, or was she also in a coma too?
I was in rehab from a bite injury.
So how did she get hurt? And was she? I'm a little confused now.
We fought something at the circus when we were not in the dream.
Okay, I went back to you
That's
losing
when
your
we went
arm
into it.
Mm-hmm.
this last time.
Yeah, that's what I was saying was this last time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did Gertie actually Hulk out in real life? Too?
Yep.
Was there a body double of Oakley at any point then? Okay, fine. To
Everything
Thistle.
that you guys did in your subconscious is actually how you fought at the circus.
So then why was
You were
there two?
grabbing what you could around you to survive. At a circus, there are all sorts of weird prizes and gadgets.
So there just so happened to be a fucking water balloon of acid nearby to hurt ourselves with? How long?
I mean, they put you in the Twilight. So
Yeah.
That's a good description of it.
Hey, Fanny, do you make contracts
I do.
with people? Or
All the
things?
time.
Does Barnabas's mom have one?
Not with me.
That was such a
Does-
loaded answer.
Oh God!
Oh no.
Does Jack?
Does Jack know about that?
Does
Jack,
Fox?
do you know?
Fox and Jack both have contracts with me, yes.
I'm just staring daggers at Barnabas's family at this point. Like, are they reacting in any surprised way to us having this information?
What type of contract do you think I write?
I feel like that's a question you should answer before we do. Can I still telepathically speak to everybody?
No.
Am I still training to be a... I've been asleep, never mind.
Wait, are we level 10 or not?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
If I close my eyes and try to talk to my patron, do I hear anything?
No.
I try to tell
Barnabas is like the only one cool with this. He got out of a. It sounds like
Am
he
I a
got
fucking
out of a
human?
bad contract.
Am I still at least like the race that I started out as?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
No, now you're a gnome. No.
you wake up, you are a Toblerone, and that's nothing.
A big Toblerone.
Big Toblerone. Can I talk to Fierce?
Fierce is the only creature you are able to talk to.
Because you're not really level 10.
I think we're level
Oh, the
10, but
circus.
only
The
wow.
circus.
Completely knocked the fuck out.
Wait. Oh,
Came
wait.
from the real circus.
Wait. What level were we at the circus?
I don't think it matters.
No.
Because we were at the circus in a dream at a specific level, but
Yeah.
I think you got the spider at the real circus.
Brittany is just shaking her head at me.
I'm still looking at Barnabas' family to see if they freaked out about us knowing about their contracts.
They're not freaked out about you knowing about the contract.
I don't think they're fucked up magical contracts.
Yeah.
What kind of contracts do you do?
The last thing was what kind of contracts do you think I make? Wasn't it? The memory of 5 children and remove Fox life force
I have
type.
some serious fucking questions for Aunt Fanny after this.
My-
After the show bullshit.
The feed people to spiders type.
My child, no. We were going over land treaties and title arrangements.
There is the biggest shit-eating grin on Ferdinand's face that Aunt Fanny was never a bad guy and everything is all good and he is content. I don't care if this is
Winter's
a dream.
about 3 seconds from fucking losing it.
Barnabas woke up with mommy issues.
Quinter's experiencing like full ego death at this point.
I need to go back to last episode when you said when I said I think all of us leave this with mommy issues, and you looked at me like I was fucked up, and you said, "No, what are you talking about?" Did you hear him just now?
Look,
Did you hear him just now?
Don't push y'all's issues onto the rest of us, okay?
It's like you don't have them either.
What's Quinter's mom doing right now?
Quinter's mom?
Yeah.
She is very carefully and slowly approaching Quinter to try and take the quill out of his leg.
If anyone touches this quill, I'm going to stab them.
I have your favorite cookies.
I saw all of you die in the most brutal way possible and then had to relive it, not once, not twice,
Pascal
but 3
tortured you.
times.
Pascal tortured you, sweetheart.
Quinter, what is your absolute worst fear in the entire world? Is it losing your family and the ones closest to you?
It's being alone. It's being alone like I was that day.
And that's why you relived that nightmare over and over again.
Sweetheart. I'm here now.
You're not real.
She hugs your head to her chest. Winner Stonebud.
I think Quinter full breaks. Like, just sobs. His hands just drop to his side. Just.
There, my child. Your
The quill's
sister
still sticking straight up.
No, your sister has pulled that out and has started to like bandage it.
Doesn't even notice.
Yeah.
Irrelevant.
Your mother just holds you. One day, I will not be of this plane anymore. That day, I'm not planning on being anytime soon if I can help it.
I don't think anybody could help the things that we saw. I don't think there's any undoing that.
There's nothing that we can undo what you went through in those 3 years.
I'd like to kind of push Quinter's mom away from him in a protective embrace, and also be very like, "This isn't real. This isn't. This isn't real life.
This is just fantasy."
Oakley. That's enough. And this is Tessa speaking.
I don't think Oakley can talk to Tessa yet, or even acknowledge that she's actually there. Like,
that's
she
fine.
won't make eye contact with her.
Bitch,
That's
you
fine.
ate me.
I don't think she believes that. Oakley doesn't believe that Tess is real.
Yeah.
Oakley doesn't believe that Tess is real. Barnabas's parents are actually there. Fox is real. She's fully convinced that Fox is a fucking ghost. Again.
I saw you dead. I saw you dead. I saw you dead. He's just going around the room.
dead people.
Yeah.
She's grasping to grab everybody and
Hold
like sprint.
Am I a hex blood?
No. That's why you don't have any trinkets.
I'm just a goblin.
So I'm a goblin too.
Yep.
I'm not a sorcerer. No, I wouldn't have been a spy yet because my all my sorcery and magic was just basically taught to me in order to help their system of control on us because my magic through the years suppressed y'all.
So has Gertie been on any jobs?
You've been on jobs.
But she doesn't
You've been
steal.
on
She doesn't.
jobs around the farm to help make mead.
That's why I like to drink a lot of mead. I've probably
You
been.
snuck it.
Yeah.
Is there a parrot in this fucking room?
Yeah, there's a parrot cage.
Is it Grayson?
Mm-hmm.
Quinter tries to talk to the bird.
Nothing happens.
Metal.
So
Wow.
when Quinter was talking as the bird, was the bird actually saying what he said, like out loud or anything? Or like, did we talk in our dreams or in the coma at all? Did we murmur?
You murmured. You made sounds, but they weren't comprehensible.
Was the bird aware to the DM? Was the bird also psychically aware of what we were going on?
Grayson?
Yeah.
No.
How deep does this go?
I don't know about you guys, but this is so much better.
We defeated the werewolves. The were.
Did we win?
Did you win what?
The fight. The real fight.
What is Luca's daughter's name?
What?
Or not Luca, Mr. Lucas's. What's his daughter's name?
Delilah.
Yeah. Is your dad dead? What's the story with your dad?
Why do you want to know about my dad?
Just answer the question. Answer the question. I'm going to find another quill. I swear to God.
My dad's arrested.
An acceptable answer. Moving on. Okay.
We did defeat them.
So wait.
It's a lot
They very
nicer
well could
outcome
be
than what
dead
happened in our dreams.
That is much nicer than what happened in our dream.
I'm not sorry that I did it, but that's
No.
better. Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't be sorry about
Something that didn't
dream
happen.
things.
Yeah, it's like if somebody cheated on you in your dream, you can't be mad at your actual partner. But
I don't know. I'm waking up throwing hands. Watch
How dare you?
It existed on a mental plane somewhere.
but the Lycan and Shifter War never happened.
It was on the brink of starting. They were going to start at the circus and kidnap Lord Barnabas.
You say Lord, do you mean like nobility?
Yeah. It's Lord Barnabas, your Ferdinand the Bull of Dementlu.
I would have accepted Ferdinand
And
because that would have been adorable.
I have a lisp, I'm sorry.
How did we get these titles?
Your family's of noble blood.
Hold on. All right, we gotta hear the rest. It's gotta go down the line.
I mean, I got me. I was just curious about the bull of the I was curious about the
literally
bull.
what Barnabas did to the rest of us. What's the story?
Well, the noble Blackcroft family gave titles to all your families because of the fight. So you're Ferdinand the Bull of Dementlu. You're Stuart Quinter Stolebottle. You're Empress Mistress Gertrude of Dementlu.
Damn right.
And you're Duke Oakley Dokley of Dementlu. Like, without your family's helps and participations, the war would have broken out.
Duke Oakley Dokley, we couldn't have done it without you! We only have 14 hours to save the Earth! I'm so sorry.
I think, like, during that whole conversation, Quinter's been, like, desperately trying to cast any magic, just trying to force it out of his hand.
What are you doing?
Makes sense? Does it make sense? Does it make sense? We fought. We fought the werewolves. And we barely won. We barely lived. And we had access to all of our abilities. And now we're supposed to believe that we, as children, Just punch them. Just
Okay.
I
think you're giving ourselves a little much credit.
Aunt Fanny, I need some mead. I need to take this in. And
we're going to
process it.
talk about your addiction, child.
It comes from somewhere.
Hey, you can have whatever you
I'd like to beam at the adults.
I feel like I really need some mead to process this.
You can have the
I agree.
lower percentage.
Please tell me you have been feeding this via IV to me.
Nope.
How has she been getting it?
Oh, the withdrawals. The withdrawals.
The withdrawals.
3 years.
You can have unfermented apple juice.
Yay!
You will get your magic back. This is Thistle talking. You have to let your bodies heal first.
Heals.
Quina. Right now your spider needs you.
Fix it without magic.
She needs help without magic right now. You see just little legs trying to lift up.
Because I'm assuming there is no world where they took me out of that bed. I didn't demand that Fierce came with me.
Mm-hmm. You will all heal from your injuries, and your magics will come back. Barnabas, I don't believe you had any magic before you went under.
I'm 100% fine with that.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to make another deal with the devil.
She kind of just tilts her head.
It was a tough spot.
I'll trust you on that word. But now...
Imagine if you wake up tomorrow and you can cast Eldritch Blast again.
No, Eldritch Adept.
No.
Eldritch Adept. It'll just be a feat.
Yep.
Are there any other questions before we jump forward?
There's more?
Aunt Fanny?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have any weird experiments for me, did you?
Experiments?
Okay, that's all.
Okay. I mean, you helped with meat recipes and making cookies.
What form is Fanny in?
She's in an elven form.
But like the elven form or like the older elven form?
She is in between. She's still a fat bottom girl, though.
As it should be.
As is right and proper.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all I had.
Anyone else?
His mind is just fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oakley just wants to set the infirmary on fire.
Well, it's Barnabas's room, so
I won't light it on fire. But
okay.
The desire's there.
Yep.
We are
Quinter's just robotically petting Fierce.
going to jump 6 months forward.
Okay.
All of you have made a full recovery.
So we get a long rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your magic abilities come back. Barnabas, you have begun to study magic
You're a wizard here.
as a wizard. You all still are visiting each other and hanging out. You are in the garden in between the manor and the hedge maze, existing and playing and sharing your studies on the different classes you have been studying in your new nobility. Fierce has molted 3 times.
That is a lot in 6 months.
She was,
A lot of damage.
trying to grow a leg. Magic spider. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you also have to remember like Quinter's just like pumping whatever druid magic into her that needs to go, so
So she is now no longer able to ride on your head. She now hangs on your back like a backpack.
That is the most horrifying thing I've ever heard, and yet the most adorable thing I've ever heard.
That'd be crazy.
You should have a baby Bjorn for her, so you can carry her on the front.
Carrying the front with her legs just sticking out like this.
Yeah.
You can't use a baby Bjorn because then it put weight on her abdomen, which is where she breathes.
Oh.
So you would have
Suffocation,
to-
no
you would-
breathing.
A
How about they breathe
modified
their legs.
No, they have.
Both ones.
They're on her abdomen.
Oh.
Oh.
Yep.
Their brain extends into some of their legs.
Oh God, it's missing.
She wasn't that smart to begin with. Okay.
The meat fucker. She now hangs on your back. Every so often you swear you hear Quitter! Quitter! Stab! Stab, stab!
Look at me so close right now. Look at me so close right now. You're about to tell me that I can't talk to my spider? I'm about to walk out this fucking door.
She doesn't talk a lot anymore.
That's worse.
Trauma.
I know.
Instead, she is more observant.
Sorry, I traumatized your spider.
It wasn't you.
I don't know. I kind of pushed her to the limit there in the end.
Does she still hate Gertie?
Asking the real questions.
Yeah.
No, she now will take turns climbing on the people who will let her back and stuff. She doesn't talk a whole lot. She's more observant and uses like leg motions to indicate things. And will really only talk to you, Quitter.
Spider sign language.
It's a thing. It's totally a thing.
Quitter, in your studies, you have learned a lot about nature. You can wild shape again. You are closer with your sister more than ever. You do know her secret, that the bite she obtained at the circus was that of a were-rat who was a performer trying to drag her to safety. She has since bonded with that rat and learned from them and Fox what it means to be able to take shape and use it for good. Is there anything else you would like to do, say, have done during this 6-month healing process?
I think in the 6 months, Quinner has gotten back to his older self. But every now and then there's still just the 1,000-yard stare of the things that happen that now no one really understands.
Yeah.
Besides the other 4 people that went through it. And I think, like Fierce, he's gotten a lot more just observant, and like the personality is very similar, but he doesn't talk nearly as much as he used to.
What is your sanity check?
It is. This is after the 6 months, right?
Yes, and this is the last one.
Let's say a 3.
You still question a lot about the reality you are in. And you don't ever think you'll get back to being certain about anything. All you know is that you're happy your family's alive. No matter how hard it is to wake up day by day. You made it out too. Ferdinand.
I like to think that Ferdinand probably went Arcane Trickster Rogue instead of Phantom Rogue, to similar to Barnabas, in the sense that he studied magic
Mm-hmm.
to kind of learn a little bit of it. He enjoyed the. So in his memory, he played with Gertie a lot, where they would like hunt each other in like and he kind of took that.
A weird form of hide and seek.
Yeah, a weird form of hide and seek. He's happy that it's less survival,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that he's spent his time just trying to make his time count, and just really grateful that things are better, even if it's just temporary. Like even if this is all fake and he wakes up, I think he's just happy to have a little bit of bliss. And he's gonna hold on to that as long as he can.
You take time using your arcane trickster magic to entertain Quinner's
Oh yeah, for
younger siblings. And though it's not the same as what you remember, you don't have the haunting feeling of having to, if things go awry, who am I killing?
sure. Yeah.
How do I make me safe? How do I make Gertie safe? How do I make my family safe?
And he's definitely reverted a little bit to like Fanny is amazing
Mhm.
and perfect and just makes cookies and makes people happy.
What is your sanity check?
Probably a 9. There's still like as much as he wants to hold on to the happy that is now, like it's still there that shit was so bad in there. Where he thought, Aunt Fanny was a horrible person who did all these things, and Jack and Fox and all these different things were happening, but he tries to kind of shove those away and just hold on to what's here right now.
Barnabas,
Yes.
anything in those 6 months besides studying?
I think Barnabas, like, I always assumed he kept, like, a journal and liked to write as well as study and read. So I think he would take time to try to journal everything that had happened. And apart from that, just try to enjoy the time that he has with his family and his friends.
Easy enough. You reconnect with your mom and your dad on a level that you don't remember ever having. You visit your sister's graves often. Their rooms don't become a shrine. They become basically guest bedrooms for when your friends are over or if there's being parties held. Bittersweet as it is, your mother and father basically tell you it's the only way to move forward. And that their gravestones will always be there to visit. And that they hear you every day. They don't push you in your studies. They tell you that they just want you to be successful. And whatever you choose to live your life as, they'd be happy. You visit with Birdie, Gertie, Oakley, Quinner consistently. As, in a weird sense, you've been trauma bonded. They only know what you went through. What is your sanity check?
I think I'm also going to go with a 9. There's still a little bit that's troubling, but for the most part, we got out of everything. And it wasn't real.
Yeah. Gertie. Anything in particular in those 6 months of healing?
Yes, MA for one. I don't know. I think Gertie wants to limit her jobs that she does and kind of just be Gertie or a goblin. She just kind of wants to take time for herself.
You basically learn what it's like to be a child for the first time in your memory. You're not doing odd jobs. You're not earning your keep. You have chores, but they're not outrageous or over the top or life or death or entail. It's, hey, make your bed, do the dishes, take out the trash, pick up. You and Ferdinand play all the time. You have your studies of language, history, and mathematics.
Do we still share our goblins?
Absolutely.
You
Fuck
do-
these Jeffries.
You have a secret, what we would call a twin language, even though you aren't twins.
And I definitely steal stuff from you, like with my invisible mage hand all the time.
And I definitely beat you up for it.
Probably.
Yeah, true sibling relationship. You do visit with everyone else as well. What is your sanity check?
I think I'm going to go with 8 because she still has all of the memories and it still haunts her when she sleeps. But other than that, she's good.
It takes you a long time to discover what a good night's sleep is. And you swear every now and then when you wake up you're back. And that mist, it's always like it's lurking in the corners of your brain. But you're here now. And it's safe. Oakley. Anything in particular in those 6 months of healing?
Oakley's continued studies with sorcery, but not as she would have had this not happened.
Yeah.
She's maybe paddled in healing, and the rest is just knowledge to have.
Yeah.
None of it is practiced. She has distanced herself from magic and chosen a different course. But while being a part of everyone, has also stayed apart from everyone. While she's present, she's not. She's present and has an existence with the rest of the party, but it's not. It's kind of like a shell of a person because of fear that she may do what, comatose Oakley did. Could have done and was capable of. So she exists as an outlier, waiting until the body matches the mental age.
And you still go to every outing, but you're not as involved as you would have been. Taking time to reflect and heal through the trauma. What is your sanity check?
I would say it's also out of 5 or 6. For a 13-year-old child, I would say it's at a 3 or lower, but I don't think Oakley is attached to the physical plane at the moment. I think the ability to thrive physically escaped the mists, but I think in essence, Oakley is still there.
That's fair. Trauma does weird things.
I have one question. So Ferdy came to us later. So did he like go through the mirror like later, or the whatever, the circus?
He was found later.
Oh, boy.
Ouch.
That's
Okay.
so horrifying.
So, would it be the same with Oakley too, since she came back in a little later?
Well, I mean, same for Gertie, but
Yeah.
But that's so scary to think about for Ferdinand because of how long we went before he joined. Like, how long was he just there?
I mean, y'all are already halfway through by the time 30.
I need perception checks before
Aw,
we close
No,
out.
no. Can Pierce give me the help action?
Yeah.
Can I guidance myself?
Yep.
Yay.
You may want to low roll.
We've already come this far.
3.
19.
23.
Nat 20.
Sorry.
Math.
14. Not as bad.
All right. 15 and below. You two? Did you roll?
I rolled a 19.
So you two?
14.
In the hedge in the yard you're in at Barnabas's house, you notice the spring lilies growing up, the wind whispering through them quietly. You three have found a mirror shard, and that is where we end our story of our tormented heroes in the mist. Everybody, say bye.
And I'm Eric.
And I'm Eric.
And I'm Eric.
Yeah, we're all Eric and we're all playing Ferdinand.